Wish I would have told me I would have got dressed up.
Has it been dressed up?
Okay. Nah, I wore a bulletproof vest. I was trying to make a statement.
Did you really wear a bulletproof vest? Can you show me the vest?
Oh. I have pretty much every possible name of someone who's died from police brutality or police violence. And on the back too. Doesn't matter how much money or doesn't matter how famous you are. Like as an African American male, that's who we are. You know, it doesn't matter what your job is, what your name is. And I think being able to wear a bulletproof vest just shows like, and I kind of have my hands up as well. Just kind of like, look, hands up, don't shoot. You know, so we're tired of seeing this. We're tired, and everybody's tired of it. So for me to make that statement, I think was just something I really wanted to do. And I think as African Americans, male or female, we're sick and tired of being able to be afraid. You know, and I think that's something I really wanted to speak on.
Welcome to Orlando. The local time is 10:33.
Tonight's presentation of the national anthem has been recorded and sung by a transformational youth organization in the African American community.
Well, we knew we were going to be the first game, and we would have an opportunity to make a statement.
The biggest thing was just finding something we could all do together. And I brought it to them, and I was like, look, this is what we want to do. And, you know, credit to everybody that was a part of it. We appreciate the support.
It's the first, and I'm proud to be part of this week.
Every day that I'm here, I get the opportunity to hear players talk about things they care deeply about, the changes they want to see in the world. They are so passionate about so many things. It's not just basketball. It's really amazing to be a part of. I love empty buses. It's a very weird thing, but I love when I'm the only person inside of a huge vehicle. I just want to scream. Next up, Houston Rockets taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. This is my first time ever watching the Grizzlies in person. I'm excited to watch Ja Morant.
Game time.
Where are you?
I'm in a bubble.
Hi, Danny!
Hurry up, LeBron. Whenever you're ready.
I gotta get some food and some wine. You never had an ass over there?
All right, Bron is about to be DJ. Okay, let's make sure we are framed up.
I think that's why it was important for us to play. But I think at the end of the day, you know how now everything is so based about social media. So, you know, something could be the trend or, you know, quote unquote, or the wave, and like the Black Lives Matter movement, and then 3-4 months later, it just starts to die down. And for us, you know, it's not going to hit that 3-4 months and die down because we're kind of picking it back up and continue to raise awareness.
Really been so much unity and conversation between players. And so now that players are using their voices, it's just about making sure people are listening and still tuning in.
Thank you, Russell.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Are those going to be for sale?
No.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
No, but if you want one, I'll get you one.
I would love one. I'd love one.
Which one do you want to sell me back?
Let me see.
This one's selling. But they got like 10 different ones, so you just let me know and I'll bring it.
No, I love one. Thank you so much. Okay, for sure. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All Black people unjustly killed, many by the hands of police. I chose the back that says power to the people. Hey Jack, so I know I see your hat saying vote. You guys have a lot of different symbolism and signage on the coaches, shoes, hats, and everything like that. So what have you kind of learned about yourself as a coach during this time, and what is important for you to do for your guys and for your assistant coaches?
Well, for me as a coach, I've learned two things. Number one, I've always been extremely political, but not enough. We had a great speaker recently talk to our team. He said, I don't know how anyone can say that they're not involved in politics, because politics are involved in your daily lives, whether you want it or not. Now, decisions are being made whether you're involved or not, so why wouldn't you be involved? That's the first thing. And the second thing, I hate to say it, I think I'm getting old, And I think I should listen to the young people. You know, I think this movement is really driven by the young. And so my job is to inspire them to vote and get involved and then back up and let them do the talking and us do the listening. I think that's very important in this movement. If we can do that, then we don't just have young people involved in politics now, but we have people involved in politics for life. And I think that's very important for us.
Game 1, it has arrived. The NBA has returned. We're tipping off with Jazz taking on the Pelicans. Zion Williamson is playing. He's back on campus. I can't wait. I have waited for this day. Let's do it. We can't touch it. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to.
I truly believe that us as athletes have a huge platform, because us as people have platforms that we all can use to be able to give back to our community, to be able to educate our people. That's something I believe in, and something that I've been doing since day one, and I'm continue to do it to be able to bridge and close that gap in our society.
I don't think that, you know, kneeling or putting on a t-shirt for me personally is the answer. I feel like for me, Black lives are supported through the gospel. All lives are supported through the gospel, that we all, like I said, have things that we do wrong. And sometimes it gets into a place of pointing fingers about who's wrong is worse and who's wrong is seen. So I feel like the Bible tells us that we all fall short of glory, we all fall short of God's glory, and that at the end of the day, you know, whoever will humble themselves and seek God and repent of their sins, that we could see it in a different light.
I'm happy I'm getting you the pick in my hair.
You don't see what's on the pic, do you? Because it's backwards.
What is it?
Oh, there we go. It is prior to the people. You see the pic? Where'd you get that?
Online. Amazon. $6.
A
More
steal.
than definitely. It's an amazing feeling to see how far we've come, and we still have so much more to go. You know? It's an amazing feeling to see that we are taking steps in a positive direction. And we just got to remember that it's not finished. The job isn't done yet. We just got to continue to do what we can to use our platform to let everyone know that this is something that's not temporary. You know, this is something that we will continue to do until we're answered.
What is it that you would like to see from the owners that would make you feel like they get it?
Just some acknowledgement. I think that's a huge part of taking some ownership. That half of our league, and 80% of our league is African American men, and they need to make sure that they voice that to us, show their concerns, show that they're supporting the things we want to do for our communities, for our people, especially now more than ever. It's something that I think is very, very important, especially the owners should take knowledge of that.
Finish this sentence for me. Black people are...
Probably beautiful. I think, you know, obviously that goes much more in depth than just a physical. You know, mentally, I think we're, you know, a brilliant race who's smart. You know, who don't get it's just due. You know, obviously, but you know, we're a race who's just beautiful.
So, Chris, I know you guys want awareness and you want change, but once this Orlando campus has finished, what will had to have happened for you to say we were successful in that?
That's a great question. I think the more we all can continue to get educated, you know what I mean? And coming down here, what we have our opportunity to do is use our collective voices, obviously to spread the message, but we also get a chance to educate each other. And whatever it may be, whether it's financial literacy, whether it is police reform, whether it's education, whether it's HBCUs, guys can start to build together. That's what we've been talking about. We need to unite, become a united force in a lot of this action that's going on. So I'm not the one to determine this, but it's just things that I like to see.
the game was great. We won by 2, but at the end of the day, Breonna Taylor's killers are still free. There's so many different things that we can honestly talk about. I'm going to continue to talk about Breonna Taylor because that's near and dear to me. Keep it on the forefront of people's minds, and I think they want to do something as well. And just being able to bring that to them and being able to do it just showed how collectively, as a group and as a league, we're going to continue to keep that on everybody's mind.
LeBron, you talked about what you want next for Breonna Taylor in terms of justice, but what do you want next in terms of us, in terms of Americans? What does an improved America look like to you?
It's a great question, and it's something that I rationalize and think about it every single day. What's next? What can I do next to make an impact in our communities? Not only for my people, but also for America in general. Obviously justice for Breonna Taylor is number 1 on all of our lists right now, because we know the story, we know how this is crazy what went on with that situation and how horrific it is. So, but for us as America to get better, that's a question that we kind of tinker with every day, and it's something that I play with in my mind every day and listen to the people around me, and also listen to my family, things of that nature. But the conversations, people sometimes are just afraid to have a conversation, and I think one of the best things in life is communication.
Power to the people. Black Lives Matter.